Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Reality Break 20, where we take a break from the real world to play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons!
It never gets old. We are working our way through the Candlekeep Mysteries. We are currently on level 2 and in the midst of the Wide in Baldur's Gate. So our compatriots are getting ready to come up on Aberdoon Bookstall, and that is where we left off. I think you were trying to get a marching order, if I recall.
Yes, Zab was letting Wallace...
Last thing I have in my notes is that we were taking bets on how many books Zab buys.
That's valid.
Yeah.
We were taking bets.
Yeah. So do we have the math on that yet?
The math, did it math? Do you want, yeah, it did actually, and it's really funny. So, the bets were as follows. Tamsin bet 5 gold pieces that Zab would buy 5 books, Wallace bet 5 gold on 3 books, and Penny bet 5 gold on 2 books. Zab did, in fact, buy 5 books. 5 books. So Tamsin wins. So
well, we need to play it out. Well, we need to play it out.
Okay.
Okay.
Play it out.
All right. So Zab is so he's walking around. I had already kind of told like Tamsin and Wallace that like they're handling the conversation because I was going to investigate to see if I could find some false books. But then it's like, I feel like Zab would be like, find one, and be like, I've got to take a note of that. And then like next to it, he's like, I've only seen the 2nd edition of that. This is the 1st edition. And then take it out and start reading it. I feel like he would do that like 3 or 4 times. So like I find like better editions. And then like the last book, I would be purely like, ooh, I know Mom would like this book, and then that would be book number 5, so.
I love it. All right, so just to let you know, though, there are no spell books here.
I mean, he likes to... Yeah, because, I got the scrolls. I bought the scrolls at the scroll place. So at this point, I would know it's just pure research. Like research and light reading.
Okay.
And books for Mom.
Yeah, books for Mom. Books for Mom.
It's like me going to the bookstore.
Yeah.
2 for me, 1 for Mom. 2 for me, 1 for Mom.
That is the math. That is the correct math. I can confirm. So, Zab, while you are looking through these, will you give me an investigation, please? Since you are investigating.
Okay, I was going to say, can I use my passive because I'm also book shopping? Possibly.
If you use
never mind, I like my roll.
If you use your original passive of like what, 10 as opposed to your butthole passive of like 21? Is that what you said it was at one point in time?
I believe I was joking about that as my passive perception. My passive investigation is 14, but I take that back because I rolled a 16 plus 4 for 20.
Okay. So you don't really see anything wrong with the books. You open them, they smell like books. You peruse through them, you kind of read like here, there, pages, sentences, random, just trying to get some sort of like feel for these books. You see that there's a good mixture of some like rare versus like commonplace books just kind of mingled in together. But you don't really feel any innate sense of like, this is clearly fake.
Yeah.
And by fake, I mean... Here, like, opening the books while leaning away from them.
Yeah.
Kind of like when you're cooking bacon on the stove.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Books are now his grease.
And by fake, I mean, like, keeping an eye out for the ones that are the shapeshifters. That's kind of what I mean. Like, can I get a magical vibe from it if I feel like it's one of those shapeshifters? If I do a different check?
No. I mean, Yeah. You could do an Arcana check, but it doesn't really feel. Again, it's all kind of the same at this point because book is book.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, I'm not gonna trust
Vibes are
anything.
not off.
Yeah, I'm not gonna trust a lower roll than a 20, so I'm good.
Okay. All right. All right. So. Oh, yes.
Oh, I was just gonna say, while Zab's doing that, I would be looking for the shop owner to chat them up.
Okay. You
I'll
do
be
see.
keeping my eye on Zab just in case.
just in
needs
case books
assistance.
attack. Really, we're not calling this Candlekeep Mysteries anymore. It's called Zab when books attack.
Basically.
I'd read the shit out of that.
Honestly, same. Same. So you do see 2 jackal wares. Not super imposing. There's a middle-aged female jackal were and a younger male jackal were.
Is that like a were-jackal, like werewolf, were-jackal?
Sort of.
Okay. Jackal were.
Jackal were. Trying to see if I could find a picture really quick for you.
Where?
Jackal were.
I hardly knew her.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I got so distracted by Jackalware. There's 2 of them, and they're doing what? Are they look like they're the owners, or at least running the shop?
They're running the stall, yeah.
Okay. I will approach them, or one of them.
Okay. Which one? Male or female?
Whichever one looks like they're more in charge.
Well, I guess the older one would look more in charge, so the female.
Sure, probably the older one, yeah.
You do you, boo.
Actually, I think Tamsin probably would go towards the female anyway, assuming that they know more about what's going on.
Okay.
Hi. I have some questions for you, if you don't mind, about where you source your books from.
Okay, we get them from all over, but I do not do the stocking. I just sell the books. I don't acquire the books. So
okay.
may not be the best person to ask.
Who might I ask about that?
Corvala is the book stall owner, and leader of our pack, but she is not here right now, but she will be back. They check, kind of like, and see what time it is, if you know, you know. See about what time it is, and she says, well, Corvala usually comes every 4 hours, but she just left not too long ago, maybe 30 minutes.
So a few hours?
Yes. So if you don't plan to buy, which I think he plans to buy, and she points out Zab.
Oh, yeah, I'm
maybe come
sure
back?
he will definitely be buying some books.
Did you know that they had Enlightened Wizards, the first edition? I've only
That's
heard of third
lovely,
edition.
Zab. I'm so happy for you.
The Jackalwares look a
if-
little
You
surprised
just
at
give them a
Zab.
thumbs up.
They look a little surprised. Like how? Like, can I
Just-
make an insight check about why, or is it
Just like they saw him perusing the books, and then he yells, and they're just kind of like, it's a quiet
Oh.
book stall, people just kind of peruse quietly and then like buy a book or walk away. So they're like, oh god, okay.
He gets real excited about his books. So I apologize about how loud he is.
No apology necessary. It's okay.
Oh, okay, good. Well, I do have. So I noticed that you have a few, looks like rarer books. And I know you said you don't source the books, but is there any? Do you have like a section that's maybe more rare that you like keep separate, or behind like a glass, like the kind that not people aren't supposed to touch or whatever?
Oh Lord, no, we don't have glass or anything. It's a stall. It's not shop. It's not rightful
Well, you
shop.
know
but
what I mean, like
Right,
the
right.
kind that are like behind, like for not for everybody to look at, but like the special one.
Not really. Everything is. This is how we run the business. So we bring everything in the morning and we put it all out. So we have satchels full of books that we have over our shoulders, and we bring them out and we put them on the shelves as they come out of satchel. So they're never really in the same spot twice. So it's hard to say if it's in a certain spot or not, because then we pack up at the end of night and take everything back and go from there. So I cannot guarantee that they are in any one spot, but again, you're welcome to peruse as long as you like.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I will definitely do that, and I'll go see if Zeb's found anything. I'm sure that's a silly question. I know he's found stuff to buy. I'm sure he'll be up to pay for it shortly. And then we'll definitely be back to talk to your pack leader, because we came across some books over in the Candlekeep, and they
Oh.
were very interesting books, because apparently they were very rare. And we were wondering about the source, and so were some of the officials at Candlekeep were wondering about where they came from. So we're trying to track them down a little bit, So
Do you know when the books were purchased?
they were bought. Let me look at my notes because I definitely remember that very much. So, It had been about, well, how long did it take us to get here? 5 days?
5 days.
Can't remember. 5 days.
Yep.
It had been about like maybe 2 weeks ago, like maybe 15 days ago. One of them, it was a male named Yalarian High Scroll was the one who bought one of the books, and the other one would have been, oh gosh, probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. Um, a very imposing person named Valor.
Oh, I am not sure. Honestly, I don't know names very well. I sell a lot of books. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked.
I mean, it's fine. They were both, and that Valor was she was a bounty hunter, a tiefling, so and very like imposing, like scowly kind of person. So I don't know if they would have made an impression. I don't know that the other man would have made much of an impression. He was a bit very plain, if you know what I mean. So but I thought maybe the tiefling, she certainly made an impression on me. But if you don't remember,
We get a lot of people in this stall. Is Baldur's Gate is big city, is cultural
completely
hub.
understand.
So it's hard to keep everybody separate from one another. It's not exactly easy to do.
That makes sense.
I'm
well-
sorry I could not be more help, but please let me know if you want any books or if I can help
I will
you
definitely
with books.
let you know. Thank you very much for the information. Like I said, I'll go peruse some books and check on Zab, and we'll definitely come back later to talk to your pack leader.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Thank
Have
you.
wonderful day.
You as well.
Thank you.
And Tamsin's gonna wander around and see if she can find any. Hold on, any.
Okay.
Any vampire romance books to bring back to Persephone.
Okay. All right. So
How to spell the pack leader's name?
Korvala, Korvala.
Corvala. Okay, thanks.
Yep. And the one you just met was Avani, Avani. Even though she didn't tell you her name, I'll go ahead and give it to you.
Thanks.
Just so you have a point of
Zeb,
reference.
Zeb.
Seemed she had a name tag on
Yeah.
or something.
There we
you
go. Yeah.
Perfect.
Sure.
How can I help?
Hey, Zeb, did you find anything interesting?
Oh my goodness, yes. they have a copy of the Infernal Complex, the Infernal Codex, but only the abridged version. I still have yet to find a place that has the uncensored version. But you know, the abridged version is still a very interesting read. Did you know about the 9 realms? That 8 of them
Zab?
actually yeah.
Zab,
What?
I meant, any books that look like they might bite.
Oh, no. I did a very thorough investigation. He gestures all of the books that he's holding, all 5 of them. Yes, I did a thorough search of the whole stall, and I did not find anything that gave off an aura of being a Gig Watson. So, either they're hiding the magic in some way that I can't detect, or there's just none here at the moment.
All right then. What next?
Do I
Oh,
find any
let's-
vampire romance books?
Roll for
Like me.
perception or
Perception.
investigation.
Okay.
Looks like
19.
Okay, you do in fact find 3.
Nice. I will buy all 3.
Okay.
there we go. We should probably go check to see how the conversation went.
Yeah.
I mean, you're all right there. It's a stall. It's not that
Oh.
big of a space.
Oh, I just
Hmm.
I didn't know if she'd wandered over to us or she was like, whatever.
Okay.
And Zab was a little busy with the books. He probably didn't hear everything.
All right. So y'all are all meeting up with Tamsin?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then what time is it?
It's roughly noon at this point.
All right. I need to find something to eat.
I'm gonna pay for the books for sure.
We'll say it's
I'll take
12:30,
them up.
so it's just past 12.
All right. So you and Zab got to pay for your books.
Yep. And then Tamsin's gonna look and count the books that Zab is carrying, and then she'll say, "And I think that you two owe me some gold."
What?
Yeah, I tried to get him to put a couple back, but he wasn't listening. And I
What-
saw
what are-
Penny trying to get him to buy another one.
What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Nothing, Zab.
So I'm gonna put my books on the counter and I'm gonna ask like, so how much do I owe?
Let's see. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one is rare. Are you sure you want it? It's 250 gold. The others are only 25 gold each.
Let me look at my 25 gold each. I will look
25
down
gold
and I will go, well, I only have enough for 2 books.
Oh,
So
Wait, does that mean?
So-
no. Yeah, I suppose pick your 2 books.
well, hold on. It's 25 each?
25 each for common books, and she
Okay.
sets those 4 aside. And this one is rare. It will cost you 250 gold.
So I'm gonna take out my pouch and I'm gonna say, could 90 gold get me the 4 common books?
Is pushing it. Would anybody be able to spare 10 gold for your friend?
Yeah, sure, I got it.
Oh, all right. There you go.
All right.
And then
Well, see, you have such good
the-
friends.
Yes, I'm very
nice, so
fortunate. They're amongst the best friends a gnome could ask for, or any being actually. So,
They're very,
Um,
very nice.
all right. So I will subtract 90 gold and then add 4 common books, and then mournfully look at the rare book, but put it back. So, and I will ask. By the way, do you you have the Infernal Codex, but just the abridged version. Do you know if you'll be getting the uncensored version in anytime soon? If I could give you my name and, like, hold it for me?
I have no idea. Again, I told your friend you weren't here. You were very deep in book, but I don't personally take, like, she's getting more like flustered as you guys keep asking questions and stuff. I don't do the inventory. I just sell the books.
Zeb, the bookstall owner's going to be back in a few hours, and I thought we could ask some questions then, and she might know about inventory. I get the impression that she's kind of in charge of that part.
Makes sense.
I mean, as far as inventory, this is everything that we have. There is no storage or anything. That's why we take everything with us at night and bring it back in the day.
And how much for these? And she'll hand over the 3.
Oh, these are very good. It's still 25 gold pieces per book.
25. All right, I'll hand over the 75 gold. Persephone better appreciate this because these are not cheap.
Are you buying all 3 for Persephone, or are you keeping some for
Oh, yeah.
yourself? Oh, okay.
I don't know. I might read them while we're here, and then
There you go.
like
That is always an option.
I bought them for Persephone, but I don't have any other reading material.
For
so
Persephone.
I might as well read them while I've got them.
It's like, when you buy, well, I don't have this experience, but my dad does, buying a game console for your kids so you can play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Got to test it out.
Mm-hmm. And I will add that to my inventory as well. 3 vampire romance books. 3 vampire romance books. Well, I think with our purchases being done, and I don't know how we're going to settle this bet because he did only buy 4.
He did. He picked out 5, but he only bought 4, so I don't think anyone won anything.
At
I
that
said-
point, I would think it was closest without going over, so Wallace would win.
Okay.
DM
All
says.
right. And I will hand over 5 gold to Wallace. Oh, I also forgot I'm carrying Fizzle's extra gold. I hope he doesn't need it.
Rip. Fizzle doesn't need anything. Fizzle is buried in dragon books.
Yeah, he is fine.
true.
He's got a dragon
also-
coloring book now that he's working on.
and also he can only carry his amount of gold.
Right,
Yeah.
His hoard.
Yeah, he still has gold, just not the extra gold.
That's true.
Oh,
Um,
all right.
all right.
So it was 5 gold, yeah?
5 gold for the bet. Well, you
Yep.
gained 10 gold.
Yeah, 5 from each of us.
Ah,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they each paid 5.
And on that, I guess we ought to look for a lunch place
Okay.
because I bet Wallace gets hangry.
Probably.
We don't want that.
You could say he's looking a little
I've been
green.
known. I've been known
All
to
right.
be testy.
Yeah.
So your lunch options, again, you do have Autumn's breads. They do sell some like cakes and pastries. You have Heath's hot drinks, which doesn't sell as much, but still sells some edible delicacies. And then you have a few other food stalls that just have your standard sandwiches and soups. Again, the weather is starting to cool off. Things of
Does
that nature.
Autumn's bread have like a pot pie by any chance?
Not really. It's more so the sweet side of things rather than the savory.
it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So like
All right.
pastries, cakes, breads, things of that nature, yes. Pot
Gotcha.
pies, not so much.
Gotcha.
But I'm sure if you wanted one, you could find one. It is the Wide in
In a-
Baldur's Gate.
I'm hankering for a good chicken pot pie. So
A chicken pot pie. Okay. There's a vendor that just appeared.
all right.
And they do magic chicken pot pie.
They sell only chicken pot pie and only
That's
when someone's
it.
craving it.
Sounds a lot like Sam's, what was it? Not Dimension Door. His mansion
Yeah,
in
with the unseen servant
Critical
that
Role.
served food.
Yeah.
With the
Yeah,
chicken,
yeah,
everything's
it's just
chicken.
everything's
Yeah.
chicken. Yeah.
Scanlan's
Yep.
mansion.
Yep. So
Go watch
you-
Critical Role season 1
Oh,
or
please,
campaign 1.
yes.
Yes.
So you follow your nose. You're thinking, you know what? That bread place sounds kind of nice, but I really want some pot pie. I want something hot to just take the edge off of this nice crisp weather. And you as you're thinking that, you smell it. And you go,
Sure.
oh. And so I'm imagining this, okay? I'm imagining Zab
Okay.
basically going out and doing a sort of like left-right take, because you're in a kind of like little alcove. So you do like a
Sure.
left-right take. You didn't see it back from whence you came, so clearly it's the other direction. So you're just
Gotcha.
following. You are zoned in on this. You didn't realize how hungry you were until you smelled it. So you take a right. Yeah, you had originally been on the left. So you take a right.
Yep.
And as you're just trudging through all of these people, you see it. A lovely little wooden sign above a stall. And they have a giant cauldron in the middle where
This
they're
is
just
Calendar's
stewing
pot
up this
pies.
pot pie. Yeah, all of this pot pie filling. They have a little oven on the side, little brick oven. And they're currently pulling out a pot pie from the oven that looks exactly the same as the one painted on the sign.
It's like fates. The fates have brought me to this very moment. Manifest destiny has brought itself, surfaced from the depths
Pardon
of
me,
my
ma'am.
stomach
I
into
need
my
a pot
eyeballs.
pie. I'll take 2.
Okay.
Sorry, Zab.
No, I'm like monologuing at this point,
Um,
and so it's perfectly acceptable for Wallace to walk right by me. So
Are you want a pie for you and then a pie for him?
No, I want 2 pies.
You want 2 pies for yourself.
I mean, have you seen him? Look at him.
I'm not one to judge.
Yeah.
He's a big appetite.
That's very valid. 2 appetites. Wow. Okay. I that's very fine. That'll be 12 copper each.
24 copper coming your way. What have you got to drink? You got,
we
water, milk,
We
goat's milk.
we
Like
don't
goat's
sell
milk.
drinks. We just sell pies. But there are some beverage stalls around.
Okay.
I'm terribly sorry.
No, that's
Heath-
good. I'll take my 2 pies,
Okay.
please. And here's your 24 copper.
24 copper, yes. She puts the pies on the counter. Would anyone else?
You know what?
like?
I'm
Oh.
so hungry. I'm giving you a silver.
Oh. Wow. Do you want a third pie?
Yeah, give the little guy a pie.
Oh, okay. And she puts a third pie on the counter. Would anyone
That
else
silver cover it.
like
I think
like
it's
something?
because it's 10 copper per silver, right?
Brain died.
I was gonna say
Oh, it's only
everyone's
10?
zoned out. I think
Oh,
it's
it's only
10.
10?
I
10.
think,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
then
yeah.
right?
I owe more than
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then
It's
I owe more than that. Wait a minute.
Yeah, because if they're 12 copper
That would
each,
be 12 copper each. 24,
you'd
That-
owe
2, 3.
she actually would owe like
You
4
know.
silver and get 2 copper and get 4 copper back.
Okay.
for
No, how
I
much
don't know
is
why
a
I was
gold?
thinking gold. That
A-
was
a
what my
gold
reaction was.
a gold is 100 copper.
Yeah.
All
That's
right,
what
I'm
my
gonna give you a
reaction was.
gold. Tamlin,
Take your
you want a pie?
Oh,
Chicken pot
sure.
pie?
Yeah, I'll take a pie.
Penny,
Sure.
you want a pie? All right, I'll give you 1 gold. Will that cover 1, 2, 3, 5 pies?
5 pies,
Does it cover
24.
The
5
math will
pies?
math. The math
That will
maths.
math plus extra.
Yeah, that's a generous tip.
No, wait. Would it?
Because a gold,
5.
because a
1
gold is
gold.
Oh my
100
God, let me get a
copper, 12,
calculator.
24, 36, 48, 60.
Whoa.
So it'd be 60 copper. Plus
5
40,
times
so they're-
12 is 60. Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
All
So
right.
it would cover it plus a very generous tip.
All right, are we good? Are we
D&D,
good?
improv plus math.
Wait, 100
Yes.
copper pieces is 1 gold.
Correct.
Yes.
But you're
She
buying
just
5
gave-
pies.
Yes.
12, 24, 36, 48, 60.
Yeah.
Where are you getting
She's
12?
giving
Because you said there were 12 each.
12
12
each.
copper each. You said 12 copper each.
Oh my
12
god,
copper
bro. My brain is saying 24 copper. Because I told her 24 copper for the 2.
Because 12 each.
My
'cause 12
brain
each.
settings.
died.
Oh my god.
Help me.
We're
We are.
trying.
We'll be back after these messages. ding, 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 ding,
Funny
ding,
is-
ding.
All right.
All right.
Uh,
Is there a place to sit anywhere in the square? Are there some tables or anything in the square? Can you see anything, Tamron? Tamsin? I'm sorry.
do I see some tables or a fountain with a bench or something like that we can sit and eat?
Something.
Would that be back in the main part of the wide? I'm guessing would be stuff like that.
Yeah, there's some like benches like splayed out here and there. But no like generalized seating anywhere near you. Back when you first entered the wide, you would have had more of a selection of seating.
Well, let's find some place to sit. Then I'm going to go get something to drink. You guys, whatever you want. And then we need to eat. I need to eat, guys.
What? You go find a place to sit. I'll get us some drinks. And we'll have lunch.
All right. Zab, Penny, help me find some place so we can sit and start eating.
I'm gonna go help with the drinks because
All right,
doesn't
Zab.
carry as much.
Yep, you and I shall endeavor in this quest to find seating.
Yeah, you're closer to the ground. Find an open spot.
I will take
I
that
look
as a
high.
compliment.
I'll look high, you look low. We'll find something between the two of us.
I'll get the villain before you do. Okay. Okay. All right. So we will
right.
split the party.
Okay.
Yep, we look around. We follow them for a while, so we know where they're going to get the drink. We kind of know, but and then
Could
Yes.
you, in your drink finding endeavors, would you be able to possibly get lemonade for me?
I'll do my best.
All right. Thank you.
That's so specific.
okay, not far. All right, not far from the bookstore. Do we see an opening?
You
Towards
do
the way we came in to the right, towards the way we came in. Was there any kind of an opening where we could sit on the grass or?
There's not necessarily
anything?
grass, but you do see it starts like getting less vendors and more like stores. You do see that some of them have tables sitting outside, like some restaurants have tables sitting outside. They don't necessarily take kindly to people eating there if they don't buy the food there, but you can try.
Let's see if we could just find like an open area by a fountain to sit by.
Yeah, I don't want to start any trouble.
Okay.
Oh, it's uncommon for you, Wallace.
Well, I just want to eat. I don't want to get in a fight right now. I want to eat. After I eat, I'll be ready to get in a fight, but not right now. I just want
Okay,
to
well
eat.
let's avoid conflict in general. Ooh, I think I see something over there, and I like quickly lead her towards
Okay.
some place to sit.
All right.
That would not cause a ruckus.
All right. So you all find a place to sit and eat. We'll say there's a fountain with some benches laid up around it.
Okay.
Not
Perfect.
necessarily tables, but it's somewhere that you can sit and eat
Yep.
in peace.
Yes.
All right. Now I stand up with my pie up as high as I can get, eating my pie, watching for Tamsin and Penny because they won't be able to find us. So I'm doing that. And once I see them, I wave my fork
Okay.
and yell at 'em.
We'll find a vendor that has lemonade, goat's milk, and I'll just drink from my water skin.
Okay.
Penny, do you have a preference of what you might want? Actually, no.
they
I'm gonna see if I
have.
can find some sweet tea. That's what I'm gonna find. Look for.
Oh.
Sorry, go ahead, Penny.
I mean, whatever they have is fine. I'm not picky about drinks.
Okay. So you know of one vendor that is Heath's hot drinks, except for in the cold, it is Heath's cold drinks. Would you like to stop there and see what they have?
I mean, unless I see one of the like smaller booths or stalls or something that has things that might look like iced tea and or lemonade and or goat's milk.
Okay. You see a few. They are kind of like delicacies, not like Starbucks, but like you see like specialty kind of drinks, or you have like one bar stall that will serve drinks. It's a much larger tent that collapses down, but it is turned into a bar. There are others towards where Zab and Wallace are. You do see a smaller stall that just has a variety of different things. However, they do not have sweet tea, but they do have tea that you can sweeten.
I was gonna say if I at least can find tea, then
Yes,
that will be.
they do have
close
tea
enough.
that you can sweeten, and it is fresh squeezed lemonade.
Lovely. I will go there and get the things that I need.
Okay. So we'll say it's 6 copper for all of the drinks after you're done.
Alright.
It won't take much for that.
No. All right. 6 copper.
Yep.
I hand 2 of the drinks to Penny to carry because I'm not that good at carrying
Yeah.
a lot in that regard.
So
And
Mhm.
probably can see Wallace waving like a maniac.
Probably. All right, so you all meet back up down in the little square. You enjoy your pies. For the sake of brevity, do we want to just go ahead and say time passes as you all are hanging out? Okay. So we'll say it's roughly 3:30 at this point, 3:30 in the afternoon.
I would like to RP one thing real quick.
Okay.
While after Tamsin kind of explains the conversation she had, I say, did they by any chance say where the shop owner or the acquirer of the books, where they normally go during that 4-hour block?
They didn't, but honestly, she was getting pretty flustered and I didn't want to press. So I figured we could talk to the bookseller if she's not forthcoming with information, maybe we could try to follow her and see where she goes. Although I will say that my skills in that area are not great. And she'll like kind of do this and you'll hear all of her chainmail jangle. She's wearing like full chainmail, so you'll hear the sound of chainmail like jingling.
Amazing.
It's not my strong suit, you know.
Understood. Well, let's see how the conversation goes, and then we may need to we'll adapt the plan from there.
That
Okay.
sounds good.
All
That
right.
pie was good. Good choice, Sab.
Yes, well, I do love a good chicken pot pie, and interestingly enough, pot pies are one of the few foods in the world that can be eaten by in the most elegant of castles, while also being enjoyed by the masses. Did you actually know that in many higher up households, the chefs will actually decorate the
Sab,
top of the pot pie with an
Sab,
intricate design, like possibly a swan, or
You
maybe
know,
even
Zeb,
something
I
about the
did
family?
actually know that.
There you go.
I did
yes.
not, but I didn't care.
Oh.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It was good eating.
It was. And I have to say, my personal preference is that it tastes good. I don't care if it looks nice.
Mm.
I
Did you know?
had a lot of very pretty food that was not very good growing up.
There you go. Yes, and actually, the elves call it vol au vent, and they use a special kind of puff pastry instead of your normal breading. So it's interesting little tidbit.
Fascinating.
Very. Shall we go back to the bookstore now?
Oh yeah, it's about that time.
Wallace is such
See
a
if
bully.
What was her name again?
Her name was Corvala, the
See if
pack leader.
she's back. All right. And I set off.
Okay, so you guys make your way back. You can see that the area has started to clear out a bit from like the lunchtime rush when you first arrived, but it does still has a fair sprinkling of people. Some stalls are definitely busier than others. The food stalls have clearly died down, but we'll pick up for dinner, I'm sure. You make your way back to Aberdeen Books. The same workers are there. They see you, they welcome you, and tell you that Corvala should be there shortly.
Thank you very much. By the way, if you get hungry, that pot pie place down the road, excellent.
Oh, yes, it's very good. It's probably my favorite thing to eat around here, and I say that with a very full stomach, having gone there not long ago.
Very nice.
At this point, does Zeb start explaining about the pastry again?
Did you know that in dwarven culture they don't even encase it in bread like that? They basically just make a chicken stew with squared noodles, and they call it a pot pie. It's the most baffling thing.
That's like not a pie, though.
That is not
Yeah.
pot pie.
Exactly. I mean,
I'm
don't
with
try
her.
to explain that to a dwarf. Don't get me wrong, but it just goes to show that many people know the same thing by many different names, or many things by the same name.
But if you have to call it a stew with noodles, is then stew with noodles is still not pot pie.
Yes, but
I agree.
they will still traditionally they will still call it a pot pie.
This is weird tradition I do not like.
Do they how do they eat like fruit pies then? Like what's a fruit pie to a dwarf?
Oh, so interestingly enough, a fruit pie is actually just a fruit salad.
It's not even hot?
No.
It's not
Well, sometimes
pie
they'll heat
if
it up
not
depending
hot.
upon. Well, you should
It's
ask a
called
dwarf
pie.
about it then.
Pie is dessert. If
Pie
not,
is also something with like a crust on it, like it's encased in something. Like
correct, yes.
They have this weird thing about encasing their food. I'm not sure why. You should probably ask a dwarf
fascinating.
about it sometime.
Do they eat sandwiches? That's kind of a cased food.
Well, no,
if food is
sandwiches
in
are fine
bowl,
because
is
they're
still cased.
That's true. Well,
You
I've seen.
are
So here's the thing. We were talking about like fancy people food. Our chef never actually made like a bottom pie crust for the chicken pot pie. They would make it in like a crock and just put the pie on top of the crock, so it wasn't like a full
so
pie.
is
It
that
was like
still a
a.
pie then?
I
Yes,
mean,
it has
she
crust.
called it. She
No,
called
but
it
only the
a pot
top part of
pie,
the
but
crust.
she
It is
would
not
say she said
completely
it was a
crusted.
pot pie because it was made in a pot and it was a pie because it had the pie covering over it.
It's still pie.
Mm.
Your pie is not pie, it's stew.
Well, this is a dwarven pie, mind you. Mind you, I am not a dwarf. I subscribe to what is sold in that wonderful cart down the road as a pot pie. But let me ask you this: if a dwarf makes their chicken stew and slaps a piece of bread on top of it, how is that much different than the pot pie that you were made?
I mean,
Pie
if
versus not pie.
But her pie wasn't a pie because it was just encased over the top.
It's still pie. It has crust. It has pastry with it that makes pie. Is in the form of pie. You serve. You is in bowl. Bowl. This is
well, and the
not
bread
correct.
is like if you like have a stew or a soup with bread and you put the bread on top, the bread is already cooked before you put it on top. Whereas with the pot pie like I had, the dough would go over the
So, how long ago did
uncooked.
Wallace leave this conversation?
Yeah.
I wandered away to see if the pastry place had donuts.
As the three of you are sort of bickering over this, you feel a presence come up to the stall and just enjoy the conversation. Like, not menacing, just a presence come and not join in, but just kind of listening and
Okay, I'm walking back, and I got a box of donuts. That cost me how much?
You probably did not get it from the pot pie place, but okay.
No,
the
no, no.
pastry
I got it
place.
from the.
Oh,
You
the
said there's a
pastry.
place.
Pastry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
the
I'm sorry.
bakery place.
Oh,
So how much for a dozen donuts?
A dozen donuts will get you 8 copper.
Okay. 8 copper.
Y'all ask for
Look,
weird
all
things.
I'm trying
Wallace
to
only
say.
pays in donuts now.
Yeah.
There. Look, all I'm saying is that foods may seem the same until you experience a different culture, or a different person, or a different group of
Penny,
people,
want
and
a
then it
donut?
may be different. Oh no, I'm still full from the.
We
Where did you
have-
get those?
I think she said Penny.
Yeah, Penny want a donut.
Oh, yeah, sure.
We have pot
Yeah,
pie
there you go.
in our culture. Pot pie is still the same as her culture and points to Tamsin, and is their culture and points to the pot pie place. It's still pie.
Avani, want a donut?
Your dwarves have stew.
Want a donut?
I would challenge you then, good friend, to whenever the next time you encounter a dwarf, to have a respectful but thorough conversation with them about their pot pies.
Wallace, I don't know
Tamsin,
that she
donut?
wants it. I'll take a donut, thank you.
Avani, donut? Avani, right?
You don't actually know her name.
But
I
she had a
just
name
I just
tag.
gave it to you to write
Oh,
down.
yeah.
No,
okay,
she
hey,
doesn't actually have a
donut?
name tag.
Do you want a donut?
No, thank you.
Sure, I got sprinkles.
No, thank you.
All right. Zab,
No, I'm good. Where did you get those?
at the
When were
pastry
you
shop
gone?
while you were. Yeah, uh-huh.
He walked
Yeah.
off a while ago while y'all were having this riveting conversation about pie.
Yeah. And who's
Yep,
this?
pot pie,
Who's this
pot pie.
person that joined us? Do you want a donut? They
Oh.
gets tiresome listening to him sometime. You want a donut?
So you see
The person was
this
listening.
woman. You see this woman standing there, and she has dark brown skin. She has dark brown hair and blue eyes. She's not
It's
menacing, but she just has a presence about her that is like leadership, you know? Did you have a question?
Is she a jackal were as well or no?
No,
Okay.
not to your recollection, anyway.
Jackal.
Did she take a donut?
No.
Oh. Well, I'll put them in my bag then for later.
We need some fan art of Wallace handing out donuts.
Oh my gosh.
That'd
So,
be amazing.
As you ask if she wants a donut, she looks at you and she just kind of, no, thank you, but maybe later.
Good. Let me know.
Da.
Uh,
Can I help
as
you?
Tamsin. Oh yes, actually. Oh, are you Miss Corvala?
Maybe not the miss, but yes, I am Corvala.
Oh, well, my name is Tamsin Chenrith, and these are my companions. We're here from Candlekeep, and we have some questions about the origin of where you get your books for the store.
I get them from all over. They come in shipments from overseas. They come in boxes, in wagons. I sometimes venture to other cities and see their bookshops. If they are cheaper, I sell them for more.
What about the particularly rare books, like the ones that are like? I mean, Zab knows more about the rare books, but the ones that are very much outside of, I mean, I'm not, I like to read just, normal novels, but I know that there's some really rare, like magical tomes and some other historical tomes that are hard to find. Do you source those from a particular place?
No, not really. They come from, again, all over. They are sometimes, mostly, from what I've heard before called estate sale. When someone dies, I can go in and get books for very, very cheap.
Ah,
And sometimes they
I
are
see.
sprinkled in there because old people collect things.
That's true. Like, you get like a mystery box and it's,
Correct.
$5 or whatever, and you just get whatever's in there. That makes sense.
Right.
If we gave you the name of some books, do you keep like an inventory, like when you acquire books and when they get sold?
Not so much when they get sold. I don't like to check too often, but I do keep an inventory, a mass inventory of what I have, what books I have.
If we gave you the name of some books, would you be able to tell us where you got them from? Some books that you sold in the last month?
I could tell you if I have acquired said books, but I don't know if I could tell you who it was sold to or when. Again, I don't keep an
Is not.
outgoing log. Only an
Yeah, we're
incoming.
mostly interested. Yeah, and that's actually perfect because that's it. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm picking up your accent. That is actually exactly what we need because we're more interested in where you got the books from. So one of them was called The Dark Hunger, I believe.
Oh yes, this one is let me think. It was a series of books about Hadar, correct?
Yeah, that's what I've been told. I was quite disappointed. It wasn't like a vampire romance novel, but yeah,
I do have some vampire romance novels.
I've already bought them.
Ah, okay. Um, I I try to think. I I think I got this one just over a month ago. I put it into circulation very quickly after getting it because I knew that it was rare and that someone here would be the lucky person to take it home. So I'm glad to know that it was purchased.
Oh.
But that one I honestly cannot remember where I got it from.
All right. Well, let me look. Let me think about Zeb. Do you remember that one that you read? Do you remember
Masroth's
what it was
Mighty
called?
Digressions.
There it is.
Ah,
I
that
knew
one.
you-
That one was a rare one. I did not want to let that one go, honestly. But that one, that one I did get at the estate sale that I went to, but I don't know who died. I only know where they died.
That is a lead.
Um,
That is a lead. Out of curiosity, what kind of screening process do you do when you acquire a book? Do you do any like detect magic or any other kind of checks before putting it into circulation?
I actually rolled dice for that and everything. No, I'm just kidding. I I I look at it. I do know some magic, so I do look over it and make sure that it is not a mimic. I know that mimics are very popular nowadays, especially amongst the children. Silly pranks. But I do see a few books come through. I try to make sure that they are not like cursed or anything along those lines before putting them into circulation. Wouldn't want any harm coming from anyone.
At the I don't want anyone to harm to anyone. Like Zab kind of twitches a little bit.
Books are
can
mean.
I roll an insight check on that? Whether she's
Uh,
telling the truth?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I help because I am also suspicious, especially at the don't want any harm to come to anyone comment.
Sure.
So I'm a little bit suspicious of that. So I
Don't
would
be
like to help.
suspicious. No, don't be
So are
suspicious.
you-
Okay, so yeah, roll with
are you-
advantage.
Okay. Oh, nice. That is a. Let me double check that that's what that is. Sorry, this dice, the 16 and the 19 look very similar, but that I believe is a 19. For a total of 21.
Okay.
go.
So, I mean, are you going to accuse her of something? Are you going to question her?
I just see if she seems like she's being honest about how she checks the books
Okay.
before she puts them into circulation, and about like not knowing where the dark hunger, where she got it, or
Right.
not remembering, like if she's being honest about what she's saying in
Right.
general.
So you do feel something is off. You can't quite tell exactly what. Part like she's lying about, like, yeah, sure, maybe like some fibs here and there, but you're not 100% sure on like exactly what it is, but there is a bad kind of vibe there.
Okay. So
She really wanted a donut.
that's clearly it.
Exactly.
Where
I don't
was
know.
the state sale held? Where was that?
Oh, that was just north of. I'm gonna pull a city out of my asshole.
Don't do that. That'd probably be painful.
I mean, it was.
Especially
You
if
know
there's a
what?
church which
Just
lost
because of that,
fires.
it was just north of Shittleton, I believe. You're welcome.
Hey, continuity.
I'm working on a map for this campaign, but because we've only done like a little bit of it, I'm kind of building it as we go. So
I love that.
I love it.
it's coming.
Okay, I'm trying to think how to address the fact that something's off.
Why don't we just tell her?
Fair.
Our friend was attacked by a book.
Oh, what type of book?
That's part of why we are here.
It was actually your copy of Mazroth's Mighty Digressions. It almost became Mazroth's Mighty Digestions because I was almost eaten.
I see what you did there. That's very funny.
Yes,
it's not
very
funny
until
that
it
you
tried to kill
almost
me.
died,
Yes.
but it's funny
Yes,
that
thank you.
Yes, correct.
Well, you might. If you don't laugh, then you cry. So that's
It
what we're
is
doing right now.
very true.
And apparently the dark hunger also caused a bit of a stir at the
Was
Candlekeep.
it the same The same issue?
Yes. So you'd said and the reason why we're asking is because you'd said you checked for like mimics and stuff like that, but these were clearly Gingwatsums,
Oh.
which I know aren't the same as mimics. But one would think that a thorough check, like it sounds like you do, would have caught them.
Maybe I missed a book or two, but I try to check them all.
It's a little weird that you would miss two, as you said, pretty rare books, not checking them thoroughly.
Well, we could talk about this here in public, or we could talk back in my warehouse.
Would not want to affect your lovely business here and put your employees out. So why don't we go to your warehouse for further conversations? It'll also give us a chance to maybe look around a little bit.
I agree.
Yeah.
This is amenable. At that point, it's been maybe 20 minutes. The jackal wares have switched out for 2 humans. And they have already gone back.
Okay.
Okay. All right. We will go ahead and take a break right there. We will be back.
Sounds good.
All right.
Welcome
All
back,
right.
everybody. Hope you had a good little break. Even though the videos aren't edited like that, but that's okay. Welcome back. We are currently on our way to Korvala's warehouse, and they are headed towards I already forgot the name of it, the Black Gate, which is a section of the outer city in Baldur's Gate. It's basically a sprawl of settlements of poorer citizens of Baldur's Gate. It's very, very high contrast to the Wind and like the upper city, which is where all of the richer inhabitants live. So, not necessarily the slums, but breaching that realm.
What are we getting weird looks as we're walking down the streets with her? Like
Because of your
are we
race,
getting
or-
are we getting like you don't belong here vibes as
Not-
we're walking with her?
No, not at all.
Okay.
It's a very like everybody knows everybody kind of place because they all help each other out. Again, it's a poorer part of the area, so if they can help each other and lend a helping hand. So everybody is pretty friendly with Korvala, and she is friendly back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so how long does it take for us to get to the warehouse?
Warehouse.
It's honestly only about a 15 to 20 minute trek, just depending on how like congested areas are. So we'll say you do reach the door of the hideout roughly 5 p.m.
Why is it a hideout? I thought it was a warehouse.
Yeah. The
Okay, let's go.
warehouse. All right, so you enter in to, if you look at your map, room A1. It is a common room. There's about 7 mixed-matched chairs scattered around the room. A couple of mugs and plates sit on a circular table in the middle of the area. And then there is a tattered, faded rug that decorates the wooden floor. There's not very many decorations or anything along the wall, but it does look very lived in and loved. So there's a couple of other humans just sitting around talking, chatting.
So I will turn to Korvala and say, so where do you store the books and do your process of checking them for, mimics and things like that. Is that all in one place, or do you store them in one place and do the checking process in another one?
I do not wish to talk about this here. Uh, but I check books in my office,
Okay.
which is just around the corner. But I don't store books. I do, however, bring books back from stall every night, do a little inventory, and then go from there. But again, I don't look at the spines of each book to see what I have, what has been sold. I only look at numbers and what we make so that I can make sure things line up.
Okay.
All right, well, this is our common room. Welcome. We will talk in my office.
What's the reaction of the people as we walk in?
They don't really take any mind to you. Some of them just kind of watch as you have this conversation. Not necessarily like an eavesdropping kind of thing, but just like a, hey, just like a casual look at you guys, go back to their conversation.
Okay.
About how many people are there in the room?
There are 3 in the room,
Okay.
all sitting around the table.
Okay.
Okay. So, you go straight. There's a door. There's a door to the right when you walk in, but there's a door straight across. You are going through the door straight across into what is room A3, which is the corridor dormitory. I will need everyone to make a dexterity, or let's do a stealth check.
Stealth check.
Stealth check.
Oh, okay.
You're going
stealth
through a
check.
dormitory. What if somebody's asleep?
Oh, okay.
Fair.
I roll with disadvantage because of my chainmail.
Yay, chainmail.
That's not as bad as it could have been.
Okay.
That's a 14 for me.
Okay. Zab?
Oh, that's a 6.
Okay. Wallace?
Wait a minute. Hold on, is not good.
Okay.
That's a 6.
Hey, all right.
Okay. And Penny?
What was that?
4.
Jesus.
Aren't you?
The paladin with
Samson, aren't
chainmail
you
is the
chainmail?
stealthiest.
How? What did you roll?
I rolled a nat 1. They have +3.
Wow.
Wow.
I had a 3
The
and I had a
rogue.
+3.
The rogue.
I had a 5 with +1.
That's crazy. That's so funny.
What was the other one you rolled, Christy?
I rolled an 11 and a 16, and I have a +3.
+3, but with disadvantage?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oh, all right.
because
Wow.
my dexterity is high, but
All right. Yeah.
the chainmail
Yeah.
means
yeah.
I roll at disadvantage.
That's true.
Always.
Yeah.
That is true.
All
Wait,
right.
I thought we were rolling stealth, right? Not dexterity.
Right.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
it's
but
a
your,
death-
your stealth is
yeah.
based on dexterity.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right.
That's why you had a +3. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so
Okay.
as you enter in, it is dark. You can hear some like light snoring. So in knowing, that it is where people are sleeping, you all attempt to be quiet. No lights are turned on. Corvala just leads the way, and you're just sort of listening as like the door closes behind you and all of the light fades. As soon as that light fades, those who rolled below a 10 will start to stumble a little bit.
I have dark vision.
Okay, that works. You still, like, as your eyes sort of like quickly adjust, you'll just kick a bed and go, oh, my bad. and some of those who are sleeping right now do stir a little bit, but it's not, it's more like a and then a rollover kind of situation.
Got it.
Yeah.
I,
So
I imagine that Penny just straight up kicks a dude in the head.
I
With
mean,
a nat one.
honestly, you know what? Let's say Penny finds a trunk that is slightly out from under the bed and falls just completely on someone who is asleep.
It's accurate to Claire in real life right now.
Awesome.
It's accurate to me 24/7, bro.
Yeah, no kidding.
Honestly. But yeah, so you all go and Corvala opens a door at the end of the room. You all travel right once you enter into the room. And then the door at the end of the room on the left is where you go into. She just kind
Did I
of
wake the person up,
opens
or
it
were
and
they
ushers
still
in.
sleeping?
They
A4?
100% woke up. Yes, A4.
Okay.
All right. So she motions you in to this small room. You see a large wooden desk that takes up most of the room. Atop the desk is a quill and a bottle of ink sitting next to a leather-bound journal. There's a pair of decorative swords that hang on the wall behind the desk. And then there's a single bed that's tucked into the western wall.
Interesting set of swords. Do you consider yourself handy with the sword?
Not so much. I am more of a hand-to-hand combat. I like fighting where I can feel it. But I have collected these from friends who have brought me books, actually. We traded. They wanted some rare books. I wanted some nice swords to hang on my wall. As you
Do the
saw,
swords
there's not much decoration here.
do the swords look like they've been used?
They do. They look like there's a little bit of wear. They're not bright and shiny, but they are kind of cool looking. But it's just a normal looking sword.
Wallace is going to walk over and look at him because he likes swords.
She's just gonna raise an eyebrow at you.
So the folks at your bookstall we talked to earlier, they made a comment that you were the leader of their pack.
Correct.
This is a very, very unusual sort of pack because I mean, I saw they were jackal-wares. I assumed that everybody would be a jackal-ware because of the term pack. What kind of group are you? Are you
We are
family?
more of a family. I have found a group of people who we get along. We understand each other. A sort of
That's good.
venturing family. As you all are friends, we are family.
It's important
It isn't
to have
important.
friends
I
and
agree.
family. It's important.
I agree.
I'm going to pull out my sword and I'm going to show her. Look at this.
Oh, now that is a nice sword. Again, I don't really understand not using hands to fight, but is a long sword, correct?
Yes.
Oh, it's very nice.
Yeah,
very
just
nice.
spotted it. Penny's house, Penny's shop, actually. I like it, and I'm going to put
Oh.
it back.
You have a shop?
Well, it's not mine. My parents own it.
Okay, but
I
you...
begrudgingly work there.
I see. The young one does not want to be at home with parents. This is
Well, I don't want to be
very
a
typical.
blacksmith. They want me to carry on their legacy, but I want to do other things.
Is understandable. I felt that way with my mother. She was nice. Too nice. But we not get along
I
very
bet there's
well.
a
I am
story there.
very much Daddy's girl.
Mm,
Dad taught me how to
that
fight, how to take care of
that's
myself.
I can kind of sympathize
Mm.
up to a point anyway.
Oh, good. Good.
So yes, do we we were going to check on your log to check on where those books came from.
Correct.
Which estate?
Yes.
Yes.
About that. In this book, you will find a lot of names of books and locations. I wish I would have had it on me earlier so that we could not have come all the way here, but I understand and thank you for coming. I appreciate it very much. If you are willing to help me in this, I will tell you a little secret.
Help you with what exactly?
Keeping the secret.
What kind of secret are we talking about?
If you are willing to tell me, you will help me keep the secret. I will tell you what the secret is. That's as far as I am willing to go.
Well, I have to know if this secret's gonna hurt anybody, because I'm not uh I don't mind hurting people that deserve it, but if it's gonna hurt innocent people, keeping this secret, I'm not so sure how much help I can be.
Do you wish to know about the books or do you not?
Yes, because they're
Yes,
hurting
I very
people.
much do. Yes, they're hurting. And I kind of look at Tamsin. They're hurting innocent people.
You're not wrong.
First, thank you for understanding and for listening. Second, I am very sorry, small one, that this is painful to you personally. It was never my intention to do that.
Now, intention. That implies something
Right,
that I
and
hope
I
you
will
will
tell
explain
you what
further.
my secret is my intention, okay?
Mm.
I
Mhm.
I owe everything to Nadalia. She was our previous leader. She has since passed, and I want to bring her back. But to do this, I know the spells, I know what she taught me, and I am trying. But I also need a lot of money to be able to do this. So I find books, rare books, and I make copies of them the only way that I know how so that I can sell multiple copies.
Ooh. That-
Okay.
That riles Zab up a little bit.
Yeah, but we need to hear her out.
Okay.
So
You're trying to bring back somebody who's died? How did she die?
that is not important right now.
I
The
think it might
important
be.
thing is that I want her back. We want her back. And I am willing to do the work to do it. It is not that hard of a spell. It's just the means that we don't have to be able to pull off said spell.
How long
So-
ago did she die?
It was. Hold, please. That information I don't have.
Okay, that's
We'll
all right.
say a year. I don't
All right.
know. Making it
Hey,
up.
works.
Well, I was just thinking, like,
How
if it
long-
was
no,
like a
wait.
week ago.
How
but-
long? Yeah, how long? Well, now I have
Yeah.
answers.
Trading accents. Woohoo.
See, but nobody's done the Kermit voice yet, though. So
Oh, I
feel like you
can
could.
if you really want me to. Give me a minute.
Let's not.
No.
So
So, sorry, go ahead.
you've been. Are the books that are hurting people? Are they the copies of books that you made
The
using the
books,
spell?
the books that I have made are the ones that we sell. The books, the original books, I still have in this office. I do have the real books. They exist.
Yeah. So is it? Do we think it's the spell that's causing the gimlets? No,
King
not gimlets.
Watson's.
Sound like
King
Tamsin.
It
Watson.
is
Yeah.
The gingy thingies.
the Ging Watsums is
Yeah.
the spell that I know.
Okay.
How to make them?
So
Is that what you mean? Like the spell that you know to copy the books makes the gingy thingies?
the ritual that Nadalia taught me is what I use to create the copies of these books.
In the copies of the books, the gimchis,
They are Gingwatsums. They can be
Gingowatsis?
disguised as whatever, and that's it. So I disguise these Gingwatsums as books. This is how I know to do it.
now I'm getting it. So how long have you been doing these? Like how many books?
There
do
have
you
only
think
been
you've
5 books.
Gimbowitz?
There's only been
Only-
5 books. Well, we know about 2 of them.
Correct. It is only recent that I have done this. I again don't know if they are all in the stall right now. I don't know. I only keep incoming inventory, and since these books don't leave my inventory, I don't know. I cannot know what I
Yeah.
don't know.
But you
So I
know what the 5
understand.
books are, right? Because you've got the originals, so you know what the 5 books are.
Correct.
We just need to check and see if any of them are still here. That way, we'd at least know if they got sold. We won't be able to find the person that bought them, but we know they got sold.
So I understand that you know
How did?
what you're creating. Do you know what they're capable of when you create them? Do you know there's a chance that they're going to hurt people? And you're just blindly creating these books. I mean, there are other ways to forge books that don't physically hurt people.
Yes, but I don't know how to do that. The Gingwatsums obey. So as long as they obey, and I tell them not to attack, which I do, I don't send them
Okay,
into the
well,
world
near-
and say,
near
attack
you.
this person. If you
Well,
trigger
but
that's different.
Well, what exactly triggered them? All Zab was doing was reading the book. The other
It's-
one, they attacked the Avowed at Candlekeep when they were reshelving books. It's not like they were doing anything. Like you're commanding of them, whatever you're telling them, it's not enough.
I do not know.
Would I at this stage in my studies and all that know a better way to do
Penny
what
knows a
she's
better way.
trying to do? I know you do. I mean, I don't know if you want me to roll for it or give me your honest opinion. It's up to you.
So, listen, the thing that I know about the Gingwatsums is that they're not particularly bright. I tell them to remain as books, but occasionally they need food to survive. Food being souls.
They eat souls?
They eat souls?
Correct. The life force of a person.
Oh, that makes so much sense now.
Did you hear my question, Devin?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, it's okay. I asked based on like my experience up until this point, would I know a better way of doing what she's doing? I can either roll or you can let me know. It's up to you.
Probably not as of now. You've probably like heard of a few, but you wouldn't know how to like teach someone how to do anything. You've like heard it in passing, but you don't have any like guaranteed information right at your forefront.
Sure. Okay.
Kavala, I got a question.
Yes.
How do you think Nadalia would feel about this? Do you think she wants to come back?
She is the rightful leader. I am not. I want her back.
She die.
You do not have to remind me of that.
I feel like it's relevant though.
I mean, because if you're bringing her back, how she died, like if her head's gone or something, or
Her head is not gone. She is perfectly intact.
Was she a religious person? Did she believe in an afterlife? Do you know?
I don't know if she believed in any sort of afterlife. No.
I mean, at this point, I think you might be messing with her soul a little bit. She might not like it.
well, disregarding your resurrection of your leader. If we focus on the books, you're intentionally sending books out there that you know require souls. So you know at some point there's the potential for them to hurt someone.
Yes, at some point, but books circulate. That's the point of a book. Is it not?
You need the books for the money.
But you're still
It's the-
responsible for what happens wherever those books end up.
Correct.
You need the books for the money to do your spell.
Correct. It was never my
Is that-
intention
is that
for
it?
any of these to make it to Candlekeep. I
The
need
Well,
fact
you
that
regardless
they
of where
went
they
to
end
Candle-
up, whoever buys them has the potential to get hurt by their purchase. So
Exactly.
you still know you're hurting
irrelevant.
people.
It's irrelevant that they went to Candlekeep specifically. In fact, it's almost lucky that they went to Candlekeep because there's people there who can handle it. But they could have gone. That could have ended up in a school. That could have ended up anywhere.
I tell
Good.
you what I do. I'll tell you what I will
Could
do.
Zeb look at this spell and see if maybe there's
No.
Well,
something that
I
you're
will-
doing something wrong or
I
No.
will say that this kind of magic is a bit above what I'm capable of at this time. Now, through study and all that, I could get there absolutely, but my means are quite limited at the moment, regrettably. The issue on okay, I would like you to explain how long you would plan on doing this for. Because you said you only started doing it recently, and you only made 5 copies. Greed can drive you to do to do things you wouldn't normally expect yourself to do.
It is not greed, it is grief. They are very different. I am trying to get my loved one back, my only loved one. You do not understand what it is to
I
lose
think
this sort of figure in your life.
You don't know who you're talking to, all
I don't
right?
care.
Well, that's just fine, but don't talk about us like you know who we are or what our life experiences are, all right?
I am telling you
I
now.
understand you're hurting and you've been hurting for a while and you're trying to do the best that you can. I get that. I will tell you that your focus on the past is hurting other people. Like, that's not a question. We know this for a fact because it has hurt people. And instead of focusing on getting your loved one back who has died, you could focus on being a good leader. You don't think you're a good leader? You could learn to be one.
I never
Your
said
people
that
look
I
up to
was
you.
not a good leader.
Well, then why do you just want to
I mean,
get her
you're-
back because you love her? Like, she's your loved one that you have lost.
Correct. But also she
Your
is true
decision-making
leader.
process is
What makes a
Not the
true leader
greatest
for
right
you?
now.
I have
What's
already said that I would help you if you help me. I have been
what?
trying to say, don't interrupt me. You are in my office, in my place. This is not for you to speak. I invite you here to make repercussions, and you are not letting me speak.
Well, speak then.
Don't give me command.
Apologies.
I do not accept. If you like, I will give you these books so that copies cannot be made. If this is what you want, I will give it to you.
How about you just tell
What
us what
is it?
books you've copied where if you've sold them, I can show you another way that doesn't hurt people to
I
copy your
don't
books.
know
Because I understand
if
you're desperate, but the way you're going about it right now is not it.
What is it you want from us?
at this point, she is so exasperated and tired of talking that the swords on the wall seemed to vibrate and melt away into two Ging Watsums. Roll for initiative.
God. Y'all had to pick a fight.
She was
Why
gonna
didn't
give you
I
the
just
books
ask
and
her
let you
what
walk
she
away, man.
wanted?
Yeah, but that doesn't solve the problem.
It would have if you accepted the books. But no, you wanted a fight.
You
How
want to
would it
see the
accept
error
book?
of her ways.
She just make other books.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe she would see the error of her ways.
We'll
Well,
never
she
know
wasn't
now.
talking like she was seeing the error of her ways. Because that's what I was trying to do, is point out the error of her ways.
She completely
And I was
disregarded
trying to
what Penny
figure
said
out.
anyway. Penny can show her, but I guess it doesn't matter now.
Oh, she was already pissed off at that point, Penny.
Yep.
Yeah.
How does Penny know a spell to copy things?
She doesn't know spells. She knows how to copy things.
Should have taught her straight up forgery.
Yeah.
Oh, there
Because
you
Penny
go.
has a forgery kit, and as long as she has seen the document, she can recreate it.
Oh,
See,
God.
but then you would have to be the one doing the forging.
Like a teacher. I mean, it's irrelevant now, but
19.
God.
Okay. Penny?
I gotta. Oh, go ahead.
6.
What?
6.
6?
6.
Tamsin?
12.
Zab?
8.
Corvala. Woo!
Funsies, by the way, I put a map of Baldur's Gate in the cast resources chat.
Thanks.
Wait, I need to change my personal music. Yeah.
Okay. Oh. All right. So Wallace, you are first, and then it's a Ging Watsum. After that, it will be Tamsin. So Wallace, what would you like to do?
2.
Huh?
And
What are you
Cavallo.
doing?
What are you doing?
Well, I'm trying to figure out where is people and what.
Corvala is
Where are these
behind her
things?
desk.
They
They
were
are behind
behind the-
her.
There are two of them?
There's two of them. The swords, the two swords that you were examining, are now Gingwatsum.
Crap. So because I was looking at them, I'm behind the
Yep.
desk with them. All right.
So we'll
Well, I
say
guess
you have
I best be
disadvantage.
raging.
You will
Yeah, I
have
best be
disadvantage on your rolls for this
raging.
one since you are probably very surprised by this.
I am exceedingly surprised. But so I will rage because they caught me by surprise.
Okay.
We're also probably pissed off about the conversation.
Yeah.
Penny is.
I will rage. And is there something else I can do that I just learned? I can't remember.
I mean, you can hit
Try to
something.
kill her.
You could reckless attack if you really wanted to.
Hit all the books so that Zab is okay.
Yes, please destroy all the books that you see.
Light everything on fire.
Oh my god, it's another inanimate object attacking me!
It's not books this time, though.
Nothing has
No,
touched
but it's
you.
a sword! Yes!
That's true, because you also got attacked by a chair once.
Yes, exactly! 2 books, a bookcase, and a chair, and now swords!
Zab is gonna have to become Bubble Boy.
I'm going to become Bubble Boy after this.
Bubble boy.
Good
Okay,
gravy.
so I'm
Yes.
sorry, I forgot how I do this. I rolled a d20 and then that's the attack?
Plus,
Correct.
you have an attack
Plus
bonus
whatever
to
your attack
weapon.
is. Which I
Oh,
think yours
12.
is pretty big.
2. My attack.
It should
I just
be.
rolled-
It should be like 5 or something like that. Your
I think
plus.
yours is like
so
plus
on-
8. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
on your attack
is it?
page. On your attack page,
Okay.
there's a hit DC.
Oh.
You roll your d20 and you add that for
Oh.
attack.
So yours is plus 7.
17. 17.
Okay. What are you hitting?
I got my great axe. I'm swinging at the 2 gimlets.
Okay. You are next to the second Gingwatsum, so you're gonna hit that one.
Okay.
All
All right.
You do hit.
Okay, cool. So damage is 1d12 plus 5.
Mhm.
Eight and 5 is 13.
Okay. 13 damage. Ow. All right. So the first Gingwatsum sees this and is going to come after you. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. So they are coming after you. That's a nat 20.
Oh no!
Ouch, that hits.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Okay, so they are going to try to drain your energy. Oi, oi, oi. That will be 16 necrotic damage.
Yikes.
And you will have to succeed a Constitution saving throw.
See.
Constitution. So that's just a.
Yeah, so
D20.
Yeah, and then your saving throws will be right below your ability scores at the top.
Yep.
On the
So you
left-hand
have
side.
you have +6 on yours.
17.
Okay,
Good.
you do succeed. So you will not be
Hooray.
exhausted. Good job.
Okay. How much was the damage?
16.
16 damage. Okay.
All right. Okay, so Tamsin, you are up, and then Zab, you are on deck.
Oh wow.
Can I get an angle on any of them to get more than one in a cone without hitting Wallace? I know it's tight quarters, and
Not without
Wallace is, like,
hitting
right there.
Wallace. Not
okay.
no. They're pretty triangulated right there.
That's unfortunate. All right, I'm going to run up to one of the Ging Watsims, I guess.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to hit it with my chained book flail.
Okay. Go ahead.
Shoot, that's only a 9.
Was that Gingwatsum 1 or 2? I'm sorry.
It's the one that
Attacked or was attacked?
I'll go with the one that was attacked.
Okay, that's 2.
Okay. Well, I only got a 9.
Okay. That does not hit. That does in fact miss. You have to remember they're basically giant orbs.
Yeah, I know. Damn. Okay. That is not helpful. And as a bonus action, I have nothing because I didn't hit. So I guess that's it. That's all I got.
Okay. So Zab, you are up, and then Penny, you are on deck.
So Zab will start by yelling, can we just all take a second and chill out for a little bit? I think this got escalated.
As you yell that, a trap door from in the corner of the room under the bed pops open, lifting the bed up, and a jackal were enters the room.
So we're all gonna die, right?
It's
Oh,
possible.
shit.
All right, everybody, start rolling your backup characters.
There's Zab's famous, well, shit.
Well, shit.
It's just
All right,
like third
well,
grade all over again.
It's high school all over again. Geez Louise. Well, I guess I'm gonna focus on the problem that's in front of me, and
Cry?
I will shoot a magic missile at Ging Watsum number 2.
Okay.
So that's 3d4. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. 5, 6, pick up sticks. There we go.
Are you good over there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Ish. All right, so
So, right? Like, you just do damage.
I know. Well, she asked
Oh,
if I was
okay.
all right, and I said, "Yeah, I'm all right."
Oh, okay. You seemed like you were struggling a bit.
5, 7, 9. 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Okay.
And that was on number 2.
Yes.
'Kay.
All right. So, Penny, you are up. Ging Watsum number 2, who is looking still like an orb but less vibrant, is on deck.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna shoot at Ingot's number 2 with my bow.
Okay, you will have disadvantage because you're in a small space.
What is it? Like, can I hit from where I'm standing if I use my sword, or?
I mean,
Or
you
is it that
can
small, or-
move to hit it. If you want to, like, take a step towards it, you can.
Yeah. Guess I'd rather do that.
Okay. With your short sword or? Okay.
Yeah. Eight hit.
8 does not hit.
Ooh.
So you take your step forward and you go to slice at it, and it kind of does its little ectoplasmic orb thing and just kind of shuffles a little bit. It does, however, get really mad that you're trying to attack it, and it tries to attack you. So let's see if this will actually hit this time. Does a 15 hit?
Yeah.
All right. So that will do. $13 damage. Necrotic. And then I'll need you to do a Constitution saving throw.
Good God.
It's trying to eat your soul.
I-
Remember,
it's
these things
just-
are basically Dementors.
I know. I know. It's just that's so much damage
I know.
for level 2 characters.
My saving throw. 21.
21.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. Did you get a nat 20? What'd you get? Shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Nat 20 plus.
Nice.
All right. Well, at least you succeeded the saving throw, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All
So
right.
you're not tired.
Right. You are not exhausted. Okay. So next up is No, we're back up to the first. Okay. So Wallace, you are up.
So
What?
is Corvala not fighting?
Nope, she is. I just forgot she existed. It
Oh,
is Corvallis' turn.
Okay, it's fine.
That's why.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Thanks
Teacher,
a lot,
teacher, we didn't get
Penny.
homework.
I know. That I was just wanted to make sure I didn't miss her.
You're good.
I'm sorry.
All right, so she is going to turn around and try to get Penny as well. And she does not
did
get
she-
anything. She rolled a nat 1.
Did she react at all to what I said?
Which part? Surprisingly
The-
enough, you
can we
haven't
all
talked
take-
in a while.
No, remember when I hollered, "Can we all
I
take a
mean,
deep
Oh,
breath?"
yeah. Can we all take a deep breath?
Yeah.
She just sort of seethes at this. She is very much past the point.
Okay, cool.
So now we are back
Thanks,
at the
Tamsin.
top. We are back at the top of the round.
Well, Penny
Um,
was gonna spare her, but maybe not now.
As she goes to attack you, she does change form into a jackalware.
Okay.
It all makes sense.
It
The
all
math be
makes
mathin'.
sense
Math be
now.
All right, so we're back at the top. So Wallace, you are up. Ging Watson number 1 is on deck.
Okay. No.
And don't forget, there is a new 4th entity in the room
Oh, that's right. There's
Yeah.
another
Yeah,
another
the
jackalware.
other
who will now be
Yeah,
brought
let's-
that was-
into.
Initiation.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh shit. I mean, oh drat.
Okay.
Ah, fooey.
And 14.
A 14. What are you hitting? Jackalware.
Jackalware 2, the one in front of me that
Ging Watson. The second
necrops
Ging
me.
Watson. Okay.
Yeah.
And you rolled a what? I'm sorry.
14.
A 14 will hit.
Okay. Yeah. Damage is 1d12 plus 5. 1d12. What did I do? D12. 11.
11 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gosh darn it.
All right. For all intents and purposes, it is not looking good.
Can I move?
So
Am I allowed to move? Or
if
no?
no, because you're within 5 feet, so it would grant an attack of opportunity to both Gingwatsums.
Oh, never mind. I'll stay put. I might as well. If I'm going to die, I'll die from one.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, let's hope that you don't die.
Well,
Okay.
let's hope you
no.
don't roll well. Let's
Okay.
hope he doesn't roll well.
Well, there's that. All right, so Gingwatsum number 1 is up, and then the second Jackalware named Zan is on deck. So the first Gingwatsum is going to go for Wallace. I just forgot your name for a second. Sorry. Wallace.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. He does not hit, though. He got a 3, and I'm assuming that does not hit.
That does not hit.
Okay.
Thank the gods
There we go.
above.
All right. So it attempts to attack you, and it gets nowhere. So at this point, Zan is going to attack, and I'm going to use a different die because this is boring. Hey, there's a roll worth something.
Hey.
It's going to go after Tamsin. Does a 15 hit?
Nope.
Ah, dang that chainmail. All right,
A beefcake.
Beefcake. A big bean. It lunges at you with its claws, but you jump out of the way and it misses.
All right.
Okay. All right. So
Is
Tamsin.
it my turn now?
Yep, Tamsin,
Yep.
you are up, and then Zab, you are on deck.
Oh my god. Okay, so I've got this Jackalware in front of me. I've got this Gingy thingy that's like looking a little rough
Mm-hmm.
also in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take a swing at the Jackalware because he just did at me.
Okay.
So he's pulled my focus.
Payback.
Hopefully. This is your last chance.
Don't say it like that.
It is its last chance, and I think it's gonna fail. Oh well. That is a 15 to hit.
It will hit.
Hey.
All right, I need a D8. Ugh, come here, D8. Oh, that's pretty good. So 6 plus 5 is 11.
Oh.
And ugh.
And
I'm trying to decide if I'm going to put a Searing Smite into this. I don't think so. I'm just going to do the 11 damage for now.
okay.
And that's what I can do.
All right.
So I just this big book on a chain. I just smack him upside the head with the book.
All right. It does basically death by 1,000 paper cuts. It just slashes his face open. There's like a giant gash out of it now. He is not looking great. He's not feeling great either.
Good.
Yeah.
That's all I
So
can do. Or that's all I'm
Feeling it
going
now,
to
Mr.
do.
there you go.
Krabs.
Yeah. Feeling it, definitely. So Zab,
Yep.
you are up. Penny, you are on deck.
So once again, Zab will holler out, I think we need to work on cooler heads here a little bit. This is getting kind of out of hand. We don't want to hurt you. And then he will magic missile. I'll do 2 darts at number 2, and then 1 at number 1.
Okay. We don't want to hurt you. Immediately tries to hurt you.
The Gingwatsums, because they're reacting to the situation.
I'm
She's
just
not
saying,
controlling
man.
them. I'm just saying that I am not. Okay, anyway.
I'm
Well,
just saying,
Penny
I'm just saying.
wasn't gonna hurt her, but she's past that now.
Mhm.
Everybody is. Why can't everyone just take a breath? All right. All right. So 2 darts at number 2
Okay.
and 1 at number 1.
If she
5,
hadn't attacked, she would have lived.
6, 7. She didn't attack to get Watsum's dead.
She attacked me. She missed, but she attacked me, so she's getting it now.
Oh god, no. Okay, all right. That's
This is
7
escalating.
damage on number 2.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
I think just because how Zab does his spells is he does a clap and then like a hand rub. So he does like a, and then I would think that they would just like these darts would expand out to like saw blades almost, and then just slice it up.
Okay. And the second one?
And then the
Well, the first one, I guess.
yeah,
the
third dart, the other dart.
Yes.
Okay, that is 3 damage.
Okay. All right. So you are now down 1 Ging Watsum. So it is just the first one, Korvala and Zan. Penny, you are up. The second Ging Watsum is dead. So then Korvala is on deck.
Alright, so Penny, she's gonna swing her sword at Corval, and as she does it, she's like, I was gonna spare you, but now you pissed me off. And
Rip.
swing at her.
All right. Roll to attack.
Dirty 21.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll do it.
That'll hit. That was at Korvala, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You're still using your short sword?
Mhm.
Okay.
8 damage.
All right. So you slice at her. She tries to get out of the way, but it does manage to like clip her side. She's not looking hot, but she's not down. And as you just attacked her, she is going to attack back. All right. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's my D4? All right, that'll be 6 damage. Bludgeoning.
Penny's down because she only had 2 hit points left.
Oh jeez.
You're in the negative, bro.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oofy. Okay, so you slice her, and she just goes back and just clips you right in the feels.
It was an emotional clipping.
Yes, emotional clipping.
Emotional damage.
Okay. All right, so Penny
Yeah, I
is
even
now
had emotional damage.
unconscious. You will have to make death saving throws.
hmm
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. It starts on the next round, not the
Yes.
current one.
Starts
Okay.
on the next round. Yeah.
I
Correct.
haven't actually
Not
ever
the-
had a player go down. Not
I
without
have
like
been
No,
down.
No. You were brought back.
Fizzle and I.
you were immediately brought back.
Well,
To
but
one-
we did. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, right.
You
You
were
went down,
immediately.
but I think
Yeah.
you got you got healed.
Yeah, me and
before.
Fizzle both got dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
you were
I
immediately brought back. He was knocked to.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the first one I've had
No,
in
yeah,
the
no.
negative. I'll say that.
Gotcha. No. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Okay,
I get it.
so back to the top. Wallace, you are up. And the Gingwatsum is on deck.
How far am I from Kervala? Is she still behind the desk with me?
Yes. Yeah, you were within 5 feet of both Corvala, and you were basically in the middle of all of them.
Okay, because she ticked me off now, picking on Penny, knocking Penny over. So I'm going after her.
God.
Okay.
$25.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Hey,
Does
So
2
imagine
damage.
y'all have to go back to Penny's parents and be like, yeah, we got her killed.
yeah, I don't want to be. I
She
don't
just
wanna
got
be
knocked
doing that.
unconscious. It's fine. I mean,
That's
that's
fine,
all.
yeah.
I mean, you at least got knocked unconscious by a person. I got knocked unconscious by a bookcase.
19.
Wait, 19 what?
19. I hit her. 19 damage.
How'd you get 19 damage?
How'd you get 19?
Oh no, 1d12 plus 5, right?
That's 17. Is the highest you can get. How did you get 19?
17. Oh,
Did you?
I know.
So you?
I added the plus 7, not plus 5.
Oh,
So you rolled a
Ooh.
12?
that's amazing.
Jeez.
How do you want to do this?
Oh my god.
Yes.
No, not yes. We could have avoided this.
She could
All
avoid
right.
it.
This
She
I-
is
just
how
happened.
it
How do you wanna?
works,
How do you want to
Tony.
kill Corvala?
This is how it
Penny
works.
was open for peace after killing the Gingwatsums if Corvala did not physically attack herself. But she did, so
All right.
I just swing my great axe at her because I'm mad that she went after Penny. And none of this had to happen. And so I just slice her head off.
All right. It's a clean swipe. Her head hits the floor and rolls.
Okay.
All right. So the Gingwatsum, still alive, by the way, will go after you now.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Does a
Uh-oh.
19 hit?
Oh, yeah, I'd say, yep.
Okay. So the Xana's on deck, by the way. It goes after you, and I'll be nice. I mean, maybe. That is 14 necrotic damage, and I need another Constitution save.
I'm already unconscious on the floor.
Okay, you are unconscious on the floor. Really?
Ooh.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
you
was
did, like,
11 and
16.
14.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
16, and then you just did 14.
All right.
Yep, I'm down.
Okay. So it sucks your life force. Schmack out of you.
The jackalwares do that?
No, it wasn't the Jackalware, it's the Gingwatsum.
Oh, I thought it was the jackalware. Okay.
The Jackalware is over near Tamsin.
Okie dokie, I'm down.
All right. So
Okay.
Zan is up. Tamsin, you are on deck.
All right.
I mean, you're the closest, so he's gonna go after you. I mean,
Fine. Here's what it is.
Oof. Okay.
M-
I'm guessing an 11 does not hit.
Nope.
All right. So he again goes to kind of tackle you to the ground and just absolutely misses. Must be blind.
Yep, she definitely steps out of the way.
All right.
Okay. Well, there are 2 people down now.
Yep. Zab,
And
you're on
that's
deck.
unfortunate. So, is Penny within reach of me?
Yes, but you would suffer an attack of opportunity if you tried to move.
Because I'd have to move. Okay. is
No one else is
um,
within reach of you other than Zab.
I'm
Oh, I
down behind the desk.
yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say I thought I would have because of where the Gingwatsums were. I thought I would have at least been near Wallace.
But Wallace moved to where I was to
Yeah.
attack.
Oh,
Rebecca.
okay. All of my healing stuff is by touch, so I've gotta. I'll move to whichever of the two is closest to me, Penny or Wallace.
Okay, it would be
We're like in the
Penny.
same spot.
Yeah, Penny
Same
would be
thing.
closer
Okay.
than Wallace would be.
Then I will go to
'Cause
Penny.
I'm behind the desk, right?
Yeah, you're still behind the desk where Corvala is.
Okay, I will go to Penny then and reach down and touch her shoulder and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Taking whatever it is, I will take.
All right. He is going to attack with another 14.
That misses.
All right, you are speedy feet in your chainmail. And
Okay.
you just get out of his grip.
Well, that one I think what I probably like bashed his like I have a shield, so maybe I like bashed his attack away with the shield.
All right.
So Penny heals for 7 points.
Whew. That just brings you back, doesn't it?
Yeah, because I went -6, I think.
It doesn't. The negatives don't count. You just go
Yeah.
to 0.
You just go to 0. You're
Okay.
just
So
unconscious.
you heal for. So you heal for 7 hit points. So
Okay.
add. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
so
you
you're
do.
back to 7 hit points.
Okay.
But you are no longer unconscious or have to do death saves or anything.
Woo.
And that is all I can do. I did my single spell that I can do.
All right.
Okay.
So Zab, you are up, and then Penny, you are on deck.
All right. So I'm gonna do something that I have not done yet. This whole time, I've had a quarterstaff strapped to my back, and by quarterstaff, it's like a yardstick, basically. So I'm
Every
going
teacher's
to
tool.
basically, yeah. You know what? That's it. Yeah, for RP purposes, my quarterstaff is a yardstick.
Okay.
All right. But
It's actually a ruler. One of those
Yeah.
long rulers.
there we go. So Zab is going to just kind of go, well, all right. Past the point of no return now, for sure. I'm going to take out my quarterstaff, and I'm going to try to run up and... Can I do it? Oh, I could do... It says I could do topple. So I could do topple...
For what?
That's the same as tripping, right?
For what?
Toppling? On the...
For what?
Okay, one more time. I didn't hear you. I'm kidding. Okay, so I want to walk. Okay, so let me just tell you because I'm overcomplicating this. I want to walk up and I want to trip the jackalware
Okay.
with my quarterstaff.
Okay. I'm asking.
Cool.
I was just trying to clarify that you weren't trying to trip a floating orb.
I clearly
that's the
was
only
not.
information I needed. Well, yeah.
I'm dumb but not stupid. Hey.
Hi.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
I know you didn't. All right. All right. So do I have to do anything different for a trip action?
As far as like,
Or is it...
if it's the same as an attack,
Yeah.
I would think so because you're using it as your action.
Okay. All right. Let me look at topple. Because it says I can topple with the quarterstaff, so let me read up on that.
Okay.
I probably should have done a little bit. There we go. Okay. So I do an attack, but then it needs to save on a DC throw, a strength throw.
All right.
All right. So let me first make sure I even attack, and then I hit on the attack, and then we'll do that math.
Okay.
because it may be all moot. Hey, 18 plus 2. This is a 20 hit.
That will hit.
Okay. So since I'm doing this as two-handed, I will do my 1d8 damage. All right, so that's 5. And then it needs to make a strength saving throw, DC 8 plus 0. And I'm not proficient with a quarterstaff, I don't think.
Oh.
Oh, yes, I am. Okay, so be 2. So he's got to save on a DC of 10.
Okay, he rolled a 14.
Okay, so I hit him for 5, but I do not knock him over.
Okay. So you hit his shins, I'm assuming, and he's just, no. to
I
his
Charlie
shins.
horsed him.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
All right.
So, Penny, you are up, and then we'll be back at the top to Wallace.
Penny noticing that Wallace is on the ground, she's going to take out her healing potion and try to heal Wallace.
Okay. Go ahead.
Go for it.
Did I roll for that? Or, I just have the healing potion in my inventory.
What does it say for your healing
Oh.
potion?
Are you going to use the 2024 rules or the 2014 rules? Because if you go on TikTok and look up Reality Break 20, I did a tidbit of the week on healing potions.
You
And
did.
the difference between the two. And there is a difference.
You did indeed.
Where we
So-
using 2014
So,
for this campaign.
mhm.
I think.
So for the 2014, you would get 2d4 plus 2 hit points back.
And that would be your action.
Yeah.
So you roll 2d4, add 2, and then that's how many hit points Wallace would get back.
Eight hit points.
Nice.
Hey. Thanks, Penny.
All right. So Wallace, you are back. You are up, and then again Watson.
All right. I'm going to hit that Gingwampum. Gingwampum? I'm never going to get that right. Leave me alone.
I need to,
Everybody
we
says
need-
something different, and I love
feel
it.
like we need to have a t-shirt that's just a bunch of random words that sound like Gingwatsum, but are
As
not
long as
the
Gingy
word.
Thingy is one of them.
Dingy
because
Dingy,
that is,
Dingy
that
Dingy's
is,
gotta be
yes.
on there.
that is
Yes.
what Tamsin's fallback
Gimlet,
is.
Gingwampum.
Yeah. I kind of like Gingwampum the best, though. Not gonna lie. That's the new one.
Well, that's what
18.
he's gonna do
18 will
to
hit.
the Watson. But, yeah.
And I'm going to get this right this time.
Okay. I bet.
D12. Eight plus 5. 13.
Okay. So you do some damage on it. It's, again, an orb, so you can't really tell how dead it is. But it appears to be, I don't know, in some sort of pain. It does not, however, like that you hit it, so it is going to try to suck your life force out again.
Okay.
Does a 9 hit?
No, it does not.
Okay. It is bewildered and misses? Question mark. So,
It's pissed because two people just
Exactly.
came back from being knocked
Yeah.
unconscious.
yeah, exactly. All right, so Zan is up. Tamsin, you are on deck. Zan is gonna go for Zab because he wants revenge for his shins.
No! I was just trying to trip you. I'm sorry.
Does a 22 hit?
I am not even gonna waste my shield, so yes, it does.
Okay.
Low, roll low, low row, low row.
Okay, it slams you to the ground.
Cool.
It does not
I love
pin you,
that.
however, it just slams you for 3 damage.
Wow. Okay. I think I can tank that.
I think you fell on a nice cushy pillow.
Ah.
All right, so Tamsin, you are up. Zab, you are on deck.
All right, so I'm near Penny. I'm gonna the other Jackalware is kind of occupied by Zab, so I'm gonna aim for whichever of the Ging Watsons is closest to me. Because quite frankly, oh no, there's only one
There's
left.
only
right?
one left, yeah.
There's only one left.
Yeah, then I'm
Yep.
gonna aim for that with my. Oh wait, no, Wallace is still down, right?
No,
No.
Wallace is
Nope.
up.
No, Wallace
Penny got
is up.
Wallace up.
Oh, okay. I missed. I thought Penny was healing herself. Okay, then I'm going to try to hit the gingy thingy with my chained book.
Okay.
I'm
ahead.
going to use a different dice because that one is making me unhappy.
Oh, okay.
That's much better. So that is a 21.
That will definitely hit.
All right. Oh, that is not great damage though. That's only 8 damage.
Okay.
But I am going to put a searing smite into it,
Okay.
which is another d6 of fire damage.
All right.
Because I'm really getting fed up with this nonsense. That's 2 more damage.
Okay. All right. So it is.
And that one, it takes another d6 of damage at the start of its turn.
Okay.
Because I'm concentrating on it now.
All right. So Zab, you are up. Penny, you are on deck.
You know what? It worked better than I expected last time, so we're gonna try it again.
Okay.
Gonna go for the topple action.
All right.
Worked
Does
so good.
a 16 hit?
It does.
Hey, all right. Okay, so let me roll my d8. All right, so that's 3 damage, and then DC 10 on that strength saving throw.
Okay. It is a 4, so it does fall.
Yes!
You hit its shins again. They're still hurting. And he goes down. And he goes down hard.
So now he is considered prone
Prone.
at this point.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
And I kind of look at him for a second, like, oh my gosh, by the gods, that actually worked.
Okay. He is looking
right.
worse for wear. There may be a little bit of blood coming from his shins now, as well as his head from Tamsin earlier. Not looking hot. So Penny, you are up. Wallace, you are on deck.
Okay, Penny's gonna attack the king, whatchamacallit, and swing her sword.
All right, go ahead.
Assuming a 10 does not hit.
A 10 does not.
Oh wait, no. 7, 10, 12. 12, yeah, because I have plus 5.
Okay.
Right.
Meets it, beats
Yeah.
it.
Cool.
Hey, all right.
Make sure. For some reason, I was thinking plus 3, but. 9 damage.
9 damage?
Mhm.
All right. So both of the entities in the room are not looking hot or feeling hot, whatever you want to say for a Gingwatsum. Am I rolling the d6 or are you rolling the d6 before we continue?
I think I roll it.
Okay.
So
Well, we'll wait. Wallace goes first and then the Gingwatsum.
Oh.
But you can just keep the die there and we'll go with
I'll
it.
just keep that dice there.
That'll
Yeah.
work. All All right, so Wallace, you are up. Ging Watson is on deck.
15 to hit.
Oh, dead gem. All right, it'll hit.
And 11 plus 5, 16 damage.
Yes.
Okay, how do you want to take this orb out?
Yay.
Yes.
I am going to take my great axe and I'm going to turn it sideways and I'm going to hit it like a baseball right into the wall and
Okay.
smash it all up.
All right.
I dig it.
It just absolutely obliterates it. Once it hits the wall, it just into nothing.
Yay!
All right. So it does not get a turn, but you know who does? Zan. He is prone.
Mm-hmm. Never mind.
Yes.
No, you're good. Keep going.
Does he need to roll to get up? Is there a specific something he needs to do to get up? Are you?
Well, he can stand up, but that uses all of his movement.
Yes.
And well, I don't remember. I have to double check to see. Wow. If I spelled that right.
My life.
All right. Ha ha. Da, 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 da. Okay, yeah. So it doesn't take. Yeah. I thought it might have taken an action, but no, it doesn't take an action. It just uses half his movement.
Half.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to get up and immediately try to attack you.
Yep. So that did not work as well. It would have worked if other people had gotten the opportunity to attack him. It would have been very helpful, but everyone else is busy with the King Watson. So.
He rolled another 22.
Okay. Once again, not using my shield, so just hoping he rolls low.
Okay.
Super low.
7 damage.
And a
Piercing.
Hey, I am. That one really hurt, but we're okay.
Okay. All right.
Ish.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Ish.
I mean, you're still standing?
I am.
Okay, that's what
Better than I ever did.
Still standing.
All right, so Tamsin, you are up. Zab, you are on deck.
All right. I am. So it's just the Jackalware.
Yes.
I am going to hit him also again with my chained book flail thing.
Okay.
He stood up, right?
Yes, he is up.
Okay. Ooh, that's probably not going to hit. That's only 12.
12 hits, meets it, beats it.
Oh, sweet.
Wow.
Oh, nice. Full damage. So 8 plus 5 is 13.
How do you want to do this?
I think she's just fed up with this entire thing, and so after like the that orb like burst into flames, she just like backhands the other guy with the flail like on a
Okay.
backswing, and just like bashes his head in
All right.
because I think it's bludgeoning damage that it does. So yeah.
Okay. So all of your enemies have been vanquished in this room. Do you want to investigate? Do you want to like peace out? What would you like to do?
Hampson's
go
going
for
for that
death.
ledger on her desk.
Okay.
And I'm looking in the desk drawers.
Okay. So within the desk, you find just some odds and ends, not necessarily much of anything. However, there is a key on Corvalla's body.
the head part or the?
Yes, it's in her teeth. She kept it in her cheek.
Okay.
No, not really.
Gross.
It's in her pocket.
That's one of her. It's a false tooth that
Yeah.
carries the key.
It's a key. Yep.
Okay. So we got a key. Is it what does the key look like? Is it a door key? Is it a treasure chest key? Is
like
it
a trunk
what's it
key.
look like?
Trunk key,
Trunk
so
key.
it's a medium-sized key. There's two. I'm sorry, two
Okay.
keys. Two keys on a keychain.
What's the other one look like?
Same thing.
Do they match? Are they the same key?
No, they're slightly different.
Okay. I got 2 keys, guys.
Oh, great. And there's nothing else in the desk. There's no locked drawers or anything.
No, it's just random hodgepodge life
Okay.
things. Not necessarily anything.
If I grab that journal or leather bound, whatever it was on the top of the desk, what's in it? Is it like a inventory
Yeah.
or?
Just an inventory ledger.
If I flip through it back about a month or so, can I find those 2 books
Yes.
that were referenced?
Yep. You
Okay.
find that one and a third called Fallen Tethamar. Tethamar. Tethyamar.
Yamar.
Yes. Tethyamar.
Does it say where they came from, or is it just
Roundabouts.
were the 3 of them purchased together? I mean, were the 3
It
purchased
says-
together? Does it show?
No, they weren't purchased together, but it'll say like estate sell. It won't necessarily say like where they came from, but like a
But
location.
how do we know then that this was one of the books that she messed with?
You don't.
But
But they're all
on
three
that
next
date,
to each other.
there was another book? Okay.
Yeah.
Same date, those 3 books.
Right.
Okay, got it.
But they all have different locations or like where they were acquired. So like merchant,
Yeah, well,
estate.
yeah. We now
So
know
they're just
that
right
had,
3 in
we
a
now
row.
Right.
yeah, we now know that didn't have anything to do with it anyway, where they were bought. It's what she did with it when she got it here.
Right.
Yeah, that's well, I'm going to take this because Persephone did ask for proof, and I'll put that ledger in my.
Okay, she said the books were here. The originals were here because she said we could have them.
Yes.
So should
Well-
we go? You know that trap door that one guy came out of. Should we go down and see if there are more books down there? Maybe that didn't get sold.
I think
But
that's an excellent idea.
All right. So you go through the trap door into the bed?
I does anybody else have any healing or
Oh yeah,
maybe
that's
take
right.
a
Hold
short
on.
rest or something? I mean, I don't know
Well,
how Zab's doing, but I'm feeling a little peakish.
So I will say this, just as a point of reference. You have been with Corvala roughly a half hour at this point. 20 minutes to the hideout, 10 minutes to walk through and fight. With that, know that you only have 3.5 hours until she is supposed to be back at the stand to close it. Because she goes around every 4 hours and goes back to check on her jackal wares and that everything is okay. So
We
if
need to go
they're not
down
there, then they may come looking.
So
we
don't
can't
have
take a
time
short
for a short
rest.
rest.
No,
Yeah, we
that's
need
like
to
a
get
whole
going. Yep.
like a short rest is usually like an hour. Like that's considered a short rest.
Yeah.
So we can't sit around
Okay.
for an hour. But
Okay, we need to go. We need to go
but
down. We need to
I'll
look for the book.
Tamsin will walk up and like clap on your her hands on your shoulder and give you 10 or 5 HP from lay on hands.
Thank you very
It's
much.
not a lot, but it's something.
Zab, how you doing?
Zab is kind of just staring at Corvala's body because he's never killed a person before or helped killed a person or been around. So he is space cadetting right now.
Okay.
How does he look to the rest of us though? Like, are you bloody? Are you beat up? Are you?
I only have 4 hit points left, so I'm pretty beat up. But
At least it wasn't a book this
all right.
time.
it was not
True.
a book.
Tamsin's gonna walk up and put her hand on Zab's shoulder, which for her is like leaning down a bit.
Okay.
And I'll put another 3 HP into you.
All right.
And she's just gonna say, Zab, we should keep moving. We can't dawdle here.
We
This
didn't
isn't
have to kill her.
She made her
well.
choice.
We didn't. You're right, but she wasn't listening, and those swords came off the wall and started attacking. So best
If
we
she
can do is
hadn't
try to
attacked
defend
me, I wouldn't have
ourselves.
attacked her. Because I was fully prepared to just attack the King Watsums and let her live, but she made her choice. It's unfortunate, but you can't get caught up in the guilt of it all just because she's a person.
That in one ear out the other for him at this point. He's still La La Land.
I think Tams is going to keep her hand on his shoulder, but start to turn him towards the trapdoor.
I mean, I'm not.
And
Yeah,
I'm-
he's not gonna fight it, but
Okay.
And I'm gonna head down the trapdoor. I've got my great axe in my hand, but I'm headed down the trapdoor.
All right.
Is there any light down there?
There's a few torches. As you head down, it's a narrow passageway that ends in a circular chamber containing 2 trunks.
Okay, I got the keys, folks. You think we should open them?
Might as well.
All right. So the first
All
trunk
right.
that you open contains Nadalia's dissected heart wrapped in a black silk cloth resting atop a bed of 450 gold pieces.
Oh,
You asked.
well, we take the gold.
Honestly, I don't know that I would take it because we did kind of just kill these people's leader, and they might need the money.
That's true. Okay, what's in the other one?
All right, the other
I
one.
close it and lock it up again.
Okay.
I close it and I lock it again.
All right. The other one contains 6 books. Mathsfroth's Mighty Digressions, Fallen Tethymir, The Dark Hunger, Castanmir's Guide to Gingwatsums, describing what it describes what Gingwatsums are, but not how to create them. Wanderings of a Humble Asimir, and Daughters of Gratz.
Do you want to just type them up and put them in chat so that
Yep.
we can reference them?
I will do that.
Hey, Zab, you want to look at these books for us? Make sure we're not taking something that's gonna damage us later.
he'll pick him up and kind of autopilot leaf through them. Just to make sure that they're what they are, just like the original copy of like the research books and all that. So
Okay.
Okay.
guessing they're fine.
Well,
These
Okay.
are the
Okay.
these
He'll
are the
kinda-
original books.
do
Yeah,
we
no,
take
just-
these?
I would take them. Yeah, because that's again, Persephone's gonna want proof, and this kind of
Yeah. All right.
fits the proof. In that way,
let's go
nobody
back.
else is tempted.
Yeah. There's
Alright.
no book on how to raise the dead. There's nothing like that. I don't want to leave something for them to try to raise everybody up again. There's none of those books had anything in them, Zab, about raising the dead.
No.
Okay. Well, let's go. We can leave the key to the one trunk on the desk. Well, key to both of them, actually, I guess.
All right. So you just walk out the door?
Is there?
Yeah,
There's
we can.
any
You want to look
other
around the room?
exits? I just want to see if there's any other exits if we have to go through the front door.
There are not.
Okay.
One way in, one way out.
Yeah, then I guess should probably try to sneak out as best we can.
Okay. I will say this to be nice. Does someone, cough cough Zab, want to maybe cast prestidigitation on everyone so that it
'cause
doesn't
we're all
look like
covered in
there's
blood.
been a fight?
Yeah, I can
Or
do
do
that.
we want to do this the hard way?
We'll do it the nice way. Thank
Okay.
you. Yeah, so once again, kind of autopilot. I'll just wipe up and get everyone cleaned up, so.
Okay. All right. I need another stealth check, please.
Oh.
I'll see how well my disadvantage works this time. Oh, not good. Not good.
19. Are you
I
hearing
got
ghosts?
I got a
I
7.
don't know. I heard something on the porch that sounded like talking.
Like a ghost?
I don't know.
Oh.
The storm is picking up.
Yeah, it's storming, sorry. Did anyone get below a 10? Rip. Okay. How far below a 10?
7. Oh no! Oh no! That's so perfect though in character. Congratulations on rolling in character.
All right, I
Wait,
got
you
a
got one
19.
below, or you rolled a 1?
Okay.
No,
So
I rolled a 1.
for the
I
sake
got 19. I'm picking him up.
for the sake of story, we will say this. As you all are getting ready to leave the room, Zab is so out of it that he's already kind of just stumbling into things. So since Wallace rolled so high and is clearly just darkness itself, we will say that you just kind of scoop Zab up into your arms and just carry him through the area. Tamsin, I'll be nice just this once. And say that you are holding your chainmail and walking like this. Okay? So you're just hugging
So little
yourself.
jingles
Yeah.
a little bit.
So it's like a twinkling, you know? It's ethereal almost, but it's definitely chainmail. So you all do make it through the chambers. Most everybody has sort of bunked down by this point or is in the process of falling asleep. So as you pass through the common room, there's only one person sitting there. They were one of the originals, so they saw you, but again, you prestidigitation yourself. And so they don't really think anything of it. They think that Corvala is letting you leave. And you are on your way.
So
So-
we head out and head.
Well, I'm thinking that we should stop there because it's after 11
Yes.
o'clock.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, if we want, we can do a role play back at Candlekeep, if you would like, or we can have that be the beginning of the next adventure. You going back to meet up with Fizzle, explaining everything, and going from there can be the next adventure if you want.
Yeah, I think that should be, we should do that next time.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, there you have it. We managed to get out unscathed from what might be my
Zab will
favorite
be
accent
forwarding
that
the
I've been practicing.
It was great. It was great. But Zab will be sending his therapy invoices to Tamsin, Penny, and Wallace.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, Penny didn't kill anyone. She just maimed.
Just maimed. It's fine. Just
Fair,
a
that's
slight
fair.
maiming. No big deal.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
All right.
Yes, yes, good, good.
So, sadly, we have to go back to the real world. Boo.
Boo.
Ooh,
And we will see
lame.
you
Real
all.
world sucks.
Right. I know. We will see you all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Bye,
Next
everybody.
week, yes. Bye.